In this video, we describe a case of cataract with dense capsulocortical adhesions. This was a 70-year-old female patient with non-dilating pupil and dense cataract. After staining the capsule, the capsulorhexis was done with microcapsulorhexis forceps at the pupillary margin. Clear corneal incision was made and hydrodissection was done. While doing hydrodissection, we realized that nucleus could not be rocked separately from the capsular bag, and there were dense capsulocortical adhesions in the area of the arrowheads. There was failure to rotate the nucleus. Again, hydrodissection was attempted, but nucleus could not be rotated even after repeated attempts of hydrodissection, which suggested very dense adhesion between capsule and the cortical material. We proceeded with making a central trench. And then the nucleus was divided into two heminuclei. Again, the heminucleus could not be rotated easily, and hence each heminucleus was debulked in sculpt mode. At this point, viscodissection was done in area of capsulocortical adhesion, and now the heminuclei could be easily rotated in capsular bag. Once successful rotation was achieved, the heminuclei were chopped and emulsified. We can appreciate the area of dense capsulocortical adhesion. The remnant cortical material was also found to be very sticky and had to be gently separated from the capsular bag, especially in equatorial area. This was done using bimanual technique. Combination of polishing and cortical aspiration modes was used for successful removal of the cortical material. Hydrophobic IOL was implanted in the bag, and the limbal wound was sutured with Tenno nylon suture. After OVD cleanup, the side ports were hydrated and the case was closed. The take-home point is, in cases with dense capsulocortical adhesions, we can achieve adequate separation of capsulocortical adhesion area after debulking central nucleus. Thank you.